A woman in Camden paid £900,000 for a duplex flat in 2018. Brand new, high ceilings, smart brickwork. She moved in March 2019. Within weeks, black water was gushing from the ceiling cavities. Mold spread across the walls, cracks ran through the interior and the exterior, rotten structural frames, untreated timber. The lift broke in 2020 and never worked again. 3 of the 7 flats in that block are now uninhabitable. She cannot sell. She cannot fix it without spending a fortune. The developer, the warranty provider, the building inspector, the loss adjuster, and the ombudsman have all pointed fingers at each other for years, while she watches her home rot. And here is the part that should disturb every person in Britain thinking about buying a new build. Her story is not unusual. It is the pattern. According to the Home Builders Federation survey published in March 2025, 93.7% of new build buyers reported defects to their builder after moving in. Not a typo, 93.7%, and over a quarter reported more than 15 separate faults. A researcher at Coventry University went further. He inspected 32 new build properties and found a total of 4,523 defects. That is an average of 141 faults per home. 4% of them posed a direct health and safety risk. 18% compromised the building's structural integrity, and over half could allow moisture to penetrate. 72% of those faults were caused by substandard workmanship. Not bad luck, not settling, bad building. So why are the most expensive new homes in British history cracking faster than a council house built in the 1950s? The answer is not one thing. It is a machine. And every moving part of that machine is designed to prioritize speed and profit over the thing you thought you were buying, a solid home. Let me take this apart, layer by layer. The first thing to understand is who builds most of the new homes in this country. It is not local builders. It is not craftsmen. It is a handful of volume house builders, publicly listed companies answering to shareholders. The 3 largest, Taylor Wimpey, Barrett, and Persimmon, have consistently reported what academics at Henley Business School called supernormal levels of profitability. Gross profit margins reached 32% and never fell below 17%. A report from Brunel University published in The Conversation went further, calling it overcharging for new homes. Research from the University of Reading showed these companies used their market dominance to withhold housing supply, renegotiate contributions to local councils, and extract government subsidies, all while keeping land costs low and sale prices high. But here is what that profit model actually means for the house you move into. When a company needs to hit margin targets for shareholders every quarter, every cost gets squeezed. Materials get cheaper, subcontractors get less time, supervision gets thinner, and the people physically laying the bricks and hanging the doors are under pressure to move faster than the job requires. And that brings in the workforce crisis. The construction industry in Britain has over 140,000 unfilled vacancies right now. The Construction Industry Training Board estimates 251,000 additional workers are needed by 2028 just to meet demand. More than a third of existing construction workers will retire by 2035. Brexit cut off the pipeline of skilled tradespeople from the European Union. Before the referendum, nearly 8% of the construction workforce came from European Union countries. After the new immigration rules, those numbers collapsed and never recovered. Apprenticeship numbers cratered during the pandemic. London, despite being the biggest construction market in the country, has the lowest rate of new construction apprenticeships anywhere in Britain. The workforce has shrunk by almost 11% since the pandemic. The people who know how to build properly are leaving faster than they are being replaced. The trades that matter most for the quality of your home are bricklayers, joiners, plasterers, and roofers. Those trades are in the shortest supply. So what happens when you combine a profit machine that demands speed with a workforce that does not have enough skilled hands? You get exactly what snagging inspectors are finding on site every single day. One company, New Home Quality Control, started posting inspection footage on TikTok. It went viral, with millions of views. Inspectors filmed wonky walls, cracked tiles, waterlogged gardens, fire doors that do not comply with regulations, and brickwork so badly laid it would fail a city and guilds assessment. The founder said he has seen customers crying on doorsteps because the defects were so horrific. And here is where the system really fails you. When you buy a toaster and it does not work, you take it back and get a refund. But when you buy a £300,000 house and the walls crack, the plumbing leaks, and the garden floods, your rights are weaker than they would be for that toaster. That is not an exaggeration. Consumer protection experts have made exactly that comparison. Most new builds come with a 10-year warranty, and 80% of those warranties are through the National Housebuilding Council. But that warranty has layers. During the first 2 years, the builder is supposed to fix defects. After that, the warranty only covers specific structural issues. The definition of structural is narrow enough that a shocking amount of damage falls outside it. Settlement cracks, damp from poor drainage, inadequate insulation, doors that warp because the timber was not dried properly. These are all treated as cosmetic or maintenance issues, your problem, not theirs. And if the builder refuses to act, you enter a system designed to exhaust you. The warranty provider sends a loss adjuster. The loss adjuster blames the builder. The builder blames the subcontractor. The subcontractor blames the materials. The New Homes Ombudsman, which launched in 2022, can award up to £75,000 in compensation. But the majority of resolved cases end with the developer apologising and paying somewhere between £200 and £3,600 for a house that you paid hundreds of thousands of pounds for. Now let me explain why the cracks themselves are more serious than the industry wants you to believe. The standard line is that new build homes crack because of natural settlement. And yes, all buildings settle. Materials dry out, foundations compress, seasonal temperature changes cause expansion and contraction. Hairline cracks under 2 mm are normal and cosmetic. But that explanation is being used as a blanket defense for problems that go far deeper. When cracks appear in the same location on both the interior and exterior walls, that is not settlement. That is structural movement. When doors and windows suddenly stop closing properly, that is not wood swelling. That is the frame shifting. When diagonal cracks radiate from window and door corners and widen over months, that is not drying plaster. That is the load path failing. And here is the detail that connects the cracking to the profit model. Modern new builds dry out faster than homes built 40 or 50 years ago because they are sealed tighter for energy efficiency. That means moisture generated by the occupants, from cooking, showering, breathing, has nowhere to go. It gets absorbed by the building materials, which then expand and crack. The homes are designed to be air-tight, but not adequately ventilated, because proper ventilation systems cost money. And so the very feature the developer markets as an upgrade, the energy rating, becomes the mechanism that accelerates cracking. Meanwhile, the timber used in modern frames is often kiln-dried to minimum standards and then left on site exposed to rain before installation. It absorbs moisture, gets built into the structure, and then shrinks as the house heats up. That shrinkage causes movement. Movement causes cracks. And the cycle feeds itself because the building was never given enough time to dry properly before it was handed over. If this channel is showing you what the industry would rather keep behind the hoarding, subscribe because there is a lot more to come. How long does a new build need to fully dry out? Industry guidance says 9 to 12 months. How quickly are volume house builders handing over homes after completion? Often within weeks, sometimes days. They have sales targets. They have financial quarters. They have land payments to service. Every day a completed house sits empty is a day it is not generating revenue. And every month a buyer waits is a month they might change their mind, find a fault, or pull out entirely. The incentive is to get you in fast, keys in hand, before you have time to look closely. And the government is making this worse, not better. The current target is 1.5 million new homes within 5 years. That is 300,000 a year. Industry leaders are already warning it is unachievable with the current workforce, but the political pressure means developers will try. And when you push a machine that is already cutting corners to go even faster, the output does not improve. It degrades. There is a reason the snagging industry barely existed 20 years ago and now employs thousands of inspectors across Britain. There is a reason TikTok videos of brand new homes falling apart get millions of views. There is a reason the government had to create a new homes ombudsman. The product being sold to British families as the biggest purchase of their lives is, according to almost every independent measure, getting worse. And here is what nobody in the industry is telling first-time buyers walking into a show home this weekend. A snagging survey costs between £300 and £600. For that money, a qualified inspector will go through every room, every fitting, every external wall, every drainage point, and compile a list of everything the builder needs to fix before you complete. The new Homes Quality Code now allows you to have a professional pre-completion inspection. Use it, because once you have exchanged and completed, your leverage disappears. The builder knows that. The solicitor knows that. The only person who does not know that is the buyer standing in a show home being told the cracks are just the house settling in. Get the survey done before you complete. Photograph everything. Document every communication in writing. And if the builder will not fix what the inspector finds, do not complete. Because once those keys are in your hand, you are no longer a customer. You are a warranty claim. And that is a very different conversation. Right now, in developments across this country, families are lying in bed listening to cracks appear in walls they have not finished paying for. The developers posted record margins. The shareholders got their dividends. And the people who actually live in those houses got 141 reasons to wonder what they paid for.